how much money do you typically make in a day?
So the numbers speak for themselves. We've made almost... How can I help you?
We heard $1 million Amazon seller lives here, and we're trying to see what a day in the life looks like.
Can't help you with that, but I could tell you what a day in the life looks like of a $10 million Amazon seller is. Come on in. So every day I wake up at around 6:30, 7 o'clock, and the first thing that I do is I walk over to the window, open up my blinds, and get some sunlight on my eyes to set the circadian rhythm for the day. Then I'll pour myself a glass of water with some salt in it, brush my teeth, step out on my balcony for another couple minutes to get some more sunlight, get down on my knees and pray. Thank God for my health, my family's health, and the fact that I get to do what I love every single day. And within about 20 minutes, I'm working. So when I get to my desk, I already know what I'm doing for the day because the night before, I always plan my day.
And what's the benefit of doing that?
The benefit of writing everything out the night before is so that you can just get right into the work in the next day. Like, I already know exactly what I'm doing as soon as I sit down at my desk.
And so what are we doing today?
So today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at my notebook and see what we have on tap. So the first thing we have on tap for today is an 8 a.m. meeting with my virtual assistant where we're going to review some of the tasks that she's been working on within the business, some purchase orders and some Q4 planning because we do a lot of our business during the last 3 months of the year. So she's been planning some of our orders. But luckily, we already did that, so you guys don't have to watch it. For now, we're going to get into answering some emails and sending some value propositions to brands.
And so for your business, on a typical day, how much money does it bring in?
Oh, slow down there, buddy. We got to get some more work done first, and then I'll tell you how much money we make. So after sending emails and a couple value propositions, it's about 9:45 right now, and I have to get ready for a brand call that I have at 10 o'clock. This is a super important brand call. It's about a 100K profit per year account, and we're right on the cusp of closing this brand. So I want to make sure that I'm dialed in, probably grab myself another cup of coffee, and then I'll get into the call. So this phone call was with a brand that we currently work with, and right now they sell to about 5 or 6 sellers, and over the past 3 to 4 months, we've been providing them with a lot of value and helping them with listing optimization and starting to run their ads, and we're trying to move them toward exclusivity on this call. And we do this by not just providing them with a value, but actually tying in these value propositions and what we're offering them with the overall vision of their company. This helps us align our interests with theirs and builds a lot of trust with the brand, and ultimately is what's going to lead us into exclusivity. So it's about 11:30 right now, and I have another call at 12, so I gotta grab myself some lunch real quick to keep myself fueled, and then we'll jump into that next call. So this call is going to run for about an hour. It's a call with my inventory specialist and another one of my assistants, and we're just going to make sure everything is running smoothly with the inventory.
So everyone wants to be an entrepreneur because they want the freedom, but you've been pretty busy today. So is it really true that entrepreneurs have freedom?
So here's the thing about entrepreneurship. A lot of people desire to become an entrepreneur for the freedom, but you end up trading your week for working 40 hours at a normal 9 to 5, and then go and work 80 hours as an entrepreneur. That's because when you're building your business, it requires a ton of time and attention in order to grow that business. That being said, because you're working for yourself, you're building a business that's going to generate you income, I have the flexibility to decide when I want to work. So for me, it's not so much about working or not working versus having the ability to get up and not work if I want to. So entrepreneurs do have freedom, but it's not in the way that you think. I could go to the gym at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday if I want to, but I could also be out to dinner on a Friday evening and end up getting a phone call that I have to take. So we're about 2 phone calls down for the day, and right now it's about 2 o'clock. That last call ran a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. I'm about to hop on a 3rd call, and this call is not for the Amazon business. It's a consulting call where I'm going to help another Amazon seller uncover some issues in their business and help them scale. So during the call, his biggest issues were identifying winning and profitable brands. And this is where I see a lot of new sellers struggle with. So we really dialed in his sourcing and made sure he was sourcing with the right set of criteria. And I made sure he had a step-by-step blueprint that he could use to find those successful products and grow his business. So I just finished that call with one of my students, and it's about 3:30 right now, and we have to rush a little bit because I have a call coming up with a new brand that I'm trying to work with. So this brand is a little bit different than the other one. This is a first call that I had with them, and we're not working with them yet, but we're looking to work with them exclusively. Right now they have about 20 sellers on their listing, which is creating a lot of issues for them with pricing. So I've outlined several solutions for them, and I haven't asked for any exclusivity or anything at all yet. I've provided them with the value on this intro call, started building the relationship, and we're going to continue to build it over time.
All right, perfect. Yep, sounds good. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. So that call went really well. And now it's about 4:30. I got maybe another hour or so of work. I'm probably gonna send a few emails and plan my day for tomorrow.
So I just finished up planning my day for tomorrow, and we are done with work for the day.
So after work, what do you like to do in your free time?
So in my free time, I like to work out at the gym and go to jiu-jitsu, and tonight is a jiu-jitsu night, so we're going to get ready for that.
Now, before you go to jiu-jitsu, we gotta come back to the $1 million question. How much money do you typically make in a day?
So the numbers speak for themselves. We've made almost $38,000 so far today, but that does not include things like cost of goods sold, Amazon fees, rent, and labor. But if you want to learn how to get sales like these, watch my free course right here, where I'm going to break down from A to Z how to start and scale your Amazon wholesale business.